Hey everyone, we are going to the final round of an Eldritch Moon draft. We are 1-1, looking to try to win more than we lose, and that's the kind of thing that's been happening to us a little too much in this draft. Like color screw, especially. Like if one of these was a mountain, this hand would be great, but it's not. Our opponent Mulligan 2 will do the same. Okay, we have both our colors here, and I think we do keep it. It's a little risky, but we do get to scry. We'll probably scry away anything that's not a land, and it is a land, so that's good. We can even go Breakneck Rider on turn 3, which is pretty good. Although the occultist might be better, depending what's going on. All right, so we're going to lead with a mountain. So the supplicant also is worth looking at because we can play the supplicant, drain our opponent, and flash in our Stromkirk occultist potentially, which I think is pretty good. See if our opponent plays something with his Terrarion mana. He does. One of the mini Olivia's Dragoons in this draft. Okay, well, we can't do anything now, so we're just going to pass our turn. Opponent probably some sort of Delirium deck. It's either going to be Breakneck Rider or the Supplicant, just because they can both block this better. The Supplicant turns on Alchemist Greeting and the Occultist, so it might be that. That might just be the plan. Right, so the opponent's playing a Bloodbriar now as well. So we'll take that. Yeah, I think we play the Supplicant. Since we have 2 cards with Madness in our hand, and it can block both of these guys. Although not the Dragoon if it gains flying, but the other stuff. Okay. No attacks. Perfect. I think I'm going to end my turn. I'm probably going to end up using Alchemist Greeting at instant speed to kill this thing and block something else, and so we'll see. I think that's what I'm leaning towards doing right now anyway. I could also flash in my Occultist, but that doesn't seem as big right now. The board's not exactly amenable to that. It will be if I can get Breakneck Rider and play and transform it, but I think killing the Survivalist is pretty good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and discard Alchemist Greeting. Kill the dude before he gets Delirium. And I go to 16, our opponent goes to 18. I think we just play our Breakneck Rider now. It's bigger than everything. If it transforms, things are going to be really great. And we can let it transform and then instant speed play our Occultist, which those two together are pretty nice. I mean, it already has Trample, but getting 1 more power increases the chances of getting through for the damage that's necessary. Do I want to start holding on to lands for discard fodder? Maybe. But yeah, we're going to let him transform. I could play another Supplicant, which can, again, basically block everything. But I think letting him transform is a pretty big deal. So we're going to do that. Transform. This thing's scary once it transforms, so hopefully we can do something about that. All right, Watcher in the web. That's obnoxious. It's too bad we don't have like slightly more life than our opponent, so Skursdag Supplicant won't kill them first. Discard our Occultist. Well, we keep drawing Madness stuff, which is nice. So this will be a 4-2 if I attack with it. I don't know if that's quite enough. for me to be interested. I mean, especially because of the Watcher and the Web. So, you know, we like discard fodder and all, but being able to play our creature that basically has Hellbent, I think, is a bigger deal. Our vampire who can ping something off. But we're going to play our Supplicant here instead of Madnessing in the Twins, I think, for now. And end our turn. This will eventually be something we really need to kill. Both of these will be at some point or another. Okay, just a 2/2. Not something that strikes fear into my heart right now. Right, well, we're just going to end our turn, and we'll flash this in if it ends up mattering. I mean, we'll flash it in either way. It'd be nice if being able to flash it mattered, like, you know, we get to block and eat something. But it doesn't seem that likely. I guess if I draw Incendiary Flow, I can then slowly kill him with Skursdag Cultist. Actually, it would end up being a draw, because it loses 2 life at a time. So 14 would be... He'd go to 13, but the amount of life to be lost for both of us that I could make us lose anyway would be 14. So it'd be a draw, but hey. Okay, no attacks. We can also just wait till we build up a large force, I guess, but we'll see. I'd like to be able to kill this, which we have a few ways of doing. Incendiary Flow would be nice, for example. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, I should have played this in response. Bad me. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. Okay, well, I got my wish. So we're going to play this land. We could Madness this out, but doing the extra damage isn't that great for us right here. So we're going to play our Priest. Yeah, get your zombie. And we're going to kill the captive before it can transform. See you later, Ulvenwald captive. And we will end our turn. We can block this board pretty well. Mass Pump would be ugly. Certainly. So would something that costs 6 mana. Kessig Direswine, maybe? No, Certain Death. Okay, that's pretty bad for us. I mean, at least we got to kill something, but the life gain that our opponent got and the damage that they got to do to us is not good. And we're in top deck mode, which is not really where we wanted to be. I think our deck's big problem is a lack of, like, an amazing late game card. We don't really have that. That's kind of why we lost our last game. Like, we managed to stabilize, but we could just never punch through our opponent's defenses, and that's kind of what's happening here too. I mean, we were stable there for a while, where if we just had, like, some way of getting through, we would have been in good shape. But, you know, stuff happens. Yep, we just end our turn. I mean, this can kind of bleed out an opponent, but we keep not really... Oh, now there's a Dire Swine. Oh, God. Gosh. That's what we wanted. Yeah, we're about to be dead. All right. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I think we're just dead. This thing has trample. No, that's not what I'm looking to do here. There we go. We can do a few smart-ish blocks. But then we just have to, like... Yeah... We're still dead. That's 10. And this has trample, so if we block it differently, we're dead anyway. So yeah, we're just dead. Oof. Not so good. Maybe we should put Graph Rats in so that we can meld. That would be a nice late game threat. Yeah, you know, a flyer. I can cut a supplicant for one of them, I think. I mean, they've been good at getting me madness, but maybe I should have played a crow instead. All right, we would like to play first. This happens to us again, man. We do have more swamps and mountains, so keeping this isn't super dangerous, but it could end up being so bad for us. I think I'm going to keep it and pray. If we don't draw one of our 10 mountains, I mean swamps, we're going to be in trouble. But I think as long as we get it by like turn 4, we're okay. So that gives us 3 cards to draw, and then we have about a 30% chance of drawing one. So, and we also have incidental chances of drawing red spells we can actually play, like our occultist. So that's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play our occultist. We could have flowed that, but I'll do it this turn maybe. God, this can help me hit a swamp, which isn't too bad of news. Ooh, do I kill the call? Yeah, I'd probably kill this. Although drawing a swamp makes me a little less willing to do that because now I actually have a swamp. What do we do here? Yeah, I think we kill this. Him keeping the captive isn't awesome, but shouldn't have played my land yet, probably. Oh, good. We got something we can play, though. Something that can help us play our Bloodhall Priest, too. At instant speed. It's not going to have its 2 damage effect, unfortunately. Our hand's not going to be empty by then, but it might get there. Mourn Willow, huh? Okay. I think we attack with this again if he wants to, like, trade or double block. We're okay with it. And if we get to draw a card off of it, we're happy about it, so. Looks like we're going to get to draw a card. So we still get in for 1. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. No reason to madness it in. Our opponent knows we have. Oh, we can't anyway because of how that works. So we'll just play our Masquerade here. And we'll end our turn. So Stenzia, Stormkirk Occultist did its job again. It's impressed me. I mean, I knew it was a solid card, but I think it's even better than I thought it was. It does seem to be. That is a large creature. Quite large. So I think we discard this and play this, and then play our Whelp too. Unfortunately, our hand's not empty, but making our Livia's Dragoon bigger is pretty relevant, I feel like. Play our Whelp. And end the turn. So we can transform this now, which is less than ideal for us. We'll take 6. So his plan is to transform the guy. Well, I'm just going to discard another card, this time a mountain. And do we want to play Unhallowed or Crow? I think we play the Crow. Gives us another flyer. Yeah. It won't be getting bigger as time goes on, unfortunately, but there's our Breakneck Rider. Transforms. That's why I didn't attack, because he could have blocked, and really, I should have attacked with my Deranged Whelp, though. That was a mistake. Getting him to 9 right there might have been a big deal. In fact, it would have been a big deal. Do we just take 10 if he swings? The answer might be yes. That might give us the best chance to win, because we can then discard and play one card. This, namely, since it has haste, and it'll gain us life. So that'll put us at 4. And then we can swing back for 8, 10, 12. I mean, in an ideal world. But he also doesn't know we have Markov Crusader, which adds another 4 to that. And this will also do 2 damage. It's probably right to block with my Whelp, though. Yeah, we'll block with the Whelp and take 4. Okay. Man, if that's all he plays, I'm going to... Oh, shouldn't have blocked with our Whelp, probably. Should probably not have done it. All right. I think we want to play this land so that we can empty our hand, but still get a card out here. We're going to discard our Unhallowed. We're going to play Markov Crusader. And we're going to pray our opponent can't interact at all here. That is key. So he can block this, 8, 10, but he's still actually dead unless he does something, because this can burn him for 2, and it will. So he is still dead, and even if he's not dead, we can survive another turn. Oh, he's got something. Yeah. Well, that still only lets him block one thing, so I'm not too worried yet. Yes, it got bigger. But you could still only block one thing, and 10 will get through. All right, we took that one. That feels good. You know, Otherworldly Outburst, I guess. Although it's not, it's weird, because it usually +1/+0 is really good if you guys have First Strike. But if you're not also getting the Eldrazi, it's not that great of a card. I mean, you still 1-for-1, I guess. But usually if you can kill a creature and get an Eldrazi, although if you're keeping your guy, I guess maybe it evens out. But all right. Well, we have one more game to try to win more than we lose here. Here we are again with our terrible land distribution. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan. I guess we keep this one. Okay, it's a solid hand. It's not incredible or anything, but it's not the worst. I mean, I think our deck has a clear weakness that I mentioned in that it doesn't have, like a great late game finisher. But we've also had some terrible, we had to mulligan a lot because of hands with just weird, only with 2 lands, only one of the colors. And I mean, maybe it's that I distributed my land wrong, but I think I did an okay job with how I put my lands. Ooh. Now the question is, like, which do I want to play more? I'm not sure what the answer is. Because the Occultist can draw me cards, and it's probably going to, because I'm going to blow something out of the way. Although, if it does draw me cards, I probably won't be able to play them unless they're lands. So I think I play the Blood Mad Vampire first. I can also, at a later time, Lightning Axe plus Occultist if I ever get double red, but yeah, we're just going to play Blood Mad. We haven't seen him today. I think he's mad because we passed 2 of them and didn't take them and took other stuff instead. Okay, well, that's pretty big. It's kind of a problem. But I think we just swing with our Cultist. Takes us to 23. I think we play our land. We're going to need it at some point or another. And then I think we play, oh, that's Cutthroat. We play our Cultist now. And now, like, if we can Lightning Axe this out of the way and he doesn't have, like, any good blocks, we're going to be pretty thrilled with our lives. And that looks like a possibility. I think we do it. Lose our Whelp, probably. Yeah. Goodbye, Whelp. See if this happens. What's going on right now? Nothing apparently. He may have a way to kill our guy, I guess. One of our guys. Yeah. He does. But we get in for 5. He gets all huge, and we still have an Incendiary Flow to knock something else out of the way if we need to. But that would have been really nice if our Occultist got in too, but... Well, you're big, aren't you? Good news is we can still swing with our Cutthroat. So now I think we play our Unhallowed and end our turn. What we really need is Stenzia Masquerade. All right, our opponent's down to 1 card. I like that part. If he's aggressive here and bashes for 6, yeah, he wasn't though. He's probably right not to be. So we're just going to continue our onslaught. And we're going to play our Visitor, who can start drawing us cards pretty soon. All right, we just take this. So he pumped it, got the clue. I guess he really wants to draw a card. Makes this a 3/4, I guess. That's pretty relevant. Now my Incendiary Flow can't kill it. Actually, he can make it even bigger with his clue. So it's a 3/4 now. He can make it a 4/5. That still means Blood Mad Vampire can attack pretty effectively. Nobody else can. Well, except this, who's done like a lot of damage and gained me a lot of life. Okay, so I think we attack with Blood Mad and the Cutthroat, and then play the twins. Yep. And now we play our twins and end our turn. That Cutthroat is doing some work. Our opponent just doesn't have, you know, against decks that have tokens, it gets pretty bad, but our opponent doesn't seem to have many, if any. So we're going to take 6. That's not a good sign. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. We had to Boon of Emrakul that guy. That hurts a little for our opponent, I hope. So it might be worth it to Incendiary Flow this guy. Yeah, it is. We'll kill this, he'll have 2 zombies, but it's probably okay. Yeah, so he'll shrink down to a 3/3, and then he'll die. No more zombies. And we can attack with our 4/6 with not really being worried. I think we have to leave the other two guys back just to be careful here. All right. So now we're going to draw our extra card. Well, we'll draw 2 extra, actually. 1 now and then 1 on our turn. Oh, actually, I guess we won't the way it works. So we'll just take 6 again. Ooh, that's bad. Why? Ooh. That's pretty nice. Can't kill the guy with trample and hexproof, but I think that's okay. We kill this, we kill one of those. Probably lose our visitor, sadly. This will also make him bigger, so make him have lethal damage, actually. And we discard Olivia's Dragoon. That was a nice top deck. Maybe my luck's not over. Suddenly we have a 5/7. Even double blocking can't kill it, so and it's lethal, so he has to block it with the zombie. And I can just block the ancient, so all right, we did it. Mostly through the help of a sweet late game top deck, but hey, we did it. So went 2-1. Black-red vampires. Pretty much the only time I've managed to pull it off so well. It was a lot of fun to play. Lots of discarding and madness and stuff going on that you don't usually reach a critical mass of in this format, but we managed to. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.